I just want to take some time to honor and acknowledge the legacy of a very influential figure in my life, both adolescent and adult. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Mr. William C. Rhoden, Bill Rhoden, New York Times sports columnist, announced that he's going to retire after 35 years with the New York Times, the majority of that time being the only black sports writer at the Times. And I've never met Mr. Rhoden, but I've been aware of his presence for a long time, since I was probably about 10, 11 years old. I grew up watching him on sports reporters on ESPN on Sundays. I mean, I used to love to get up at 8 o'clock or 8:30 or whatever, listen to his parting shots, hear his take on all these different things, and I love that old school spirit. And you just seem like you just an old Chicago cat, just straight from Cooley High or something. I have the utmost respect for you. I guess I'm sort of admitting it to myself in a way. I fashion my name as Brian C. James, not just because different unions have the name Brian James is a very common name, and I don't want to run into any obstacles where I can't sort of have my real legal government name. So I always liked seeing William C. Rhoden. That just had a ring to it when I read $40 Million Slaves, and also when I got to college and I read up on Robert C. Maynard, the first African-American to own a newspaper in a major metropolitan city, when he bought the Oakland Tribune in 1983. So it's sort of a nod to you two as to why I sort of fashioned my name, Brian C. James, William C. Rhoden. It's just, you never shy away from tough topics. You always tell it like it is. I read on The Root that Gregory Lee, the former president of the National Association of Black Journalists, called you the dean of black sports writers. Shout outs to William Rhoden, Bill Rhoden on sports. You the man. I really look to you because you were a columnist and you were old school. And also, a point that I don't want to be missed, you're an old school cat from the HBCU. You just have an authentic experience, and your stories about John Thompson, the 80s, you and Brian Burwell and them cats getting together, that's the stuff of legend. And I know this isn't the end. This is just a new beginning for you, and I wish you the best, and thank you for a lifetime of work.
My boy Bill, I would see that he's named after me. I will. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will